there, it's Candice Wade, independent GelMoment distributor. I had a request from one of my VIP team or groups members to show an ombre look. So I have pre-coated my nail stick here with just 2 coats of Lovey Dovey. You do want to start with your lightest color as your base. It just makes it easier for blending and coverage of the 2 colors. I have my 2 dots of color right here. We are going to be using Hot Lips and Lovey Dovey just for some difference in contrast so you can really see what the ombre looks like. And then we're going to be using the little fan brush. I know that's really hard to see, but it's just this tiny little fan brush. It works the best when you're doing the ombres. So with the nail stick, you're gonna want to start with probably the base with your lighter color and fade to your darker, or you can just reverse it like how you're holding it in your hand the other way so that you've got your base or your tip as the fade color. I'm going to do it this way just for ease of holding it and showing you. So with our little fan brush, we're going to pick up and put on wet. I'm going to start with about 1/3 of the nail with that one. And then I'm going to pick up the Hot Lips and do the top part of this nail here. And it's not going to be perfect when you first do it. It is going to take a couple of coats. Bring that down towards my Lovey Dovey that's wet on the nail. And you don't want to cure this until you're satisfied with how your blend looks. So as you can see on there, I've just coated it very roughly. And then you're going to take that fan brush and just kind of move the polish to blend it. So as you can see, it's starting to add a little bit of fade kind of in the middle there. And then just ease it up as you go to the top so you have your most color up at the tip. And then I do want a little bit more kind of fade in here, so I'm just going to take a little bit more down at the base. Alright, and I'm satisfied with how that looks to start with. Like I said, it is going to take a couple of coats to get it where we really want it. So I'm just going to pop that in my lamp to cure. And just take few seconds here. I think I might need just a little bit more polish for this one. I'm just gonna add a little bit more to my dots here, just because they are 2 opposite type colors, just to show how you can do it with similar colors or with completely opposite. So if you could do, like, say Hot Lips and then a lighter red, a pink into a white, so that it kind of blends more colors, or you can just do it this way where you're actually fading it on the nail. And I've also wiped my brush clean on a cleanser in between here while it's curing, just so that I can start with a fresh brush on my next coat. So we'll take our nail stick out here and we'll do the same thing. Going to apply the Lovey Dovey down at the bottom. Sorry, I have a little fuzzy on there. Alright, so apply that down on the bottom. We need just a little bit more on here. And then take my Hot Lips and start applying that more towards the tip. When you're putting it on this rough coat, it really doesn't matter how nicely it goes on, because then you're going to take that fan brush and fade it. So again, just take it and pull it through to get the desired fade that you're looking for. The more you play with it, like this one, you can see that it's got some fairly distinctive streaks in there. You can play with it, and the more you play with it and blend that, the more those streaks and lines will actually disappear into the fade. So I'm just going to play with this one just a little bit more here. And I actually think I want to clean off my brush just a little bit, because I feel like I've got a little bit of too much of the hot lips on there. So cleaning your brush in between just kind of ensures that you're pulling the colors that you want to pull. And then I'm going to start back down here at the white. Lovey-dovey. Pull that back up into there. And then as I get more up to the tip, I want to blend that a little bit more. A little bit more even, so I don't want it to show like the big streaky lines. I want it to be more blended on this one, just to show you how to do so. So again, the more you play with it, the more it will blend for you. Alright, so I am satisfied with how that layer is looking right now. So I'm going to pop that one into Cure. And then I'm going to clean my brush here as well, just so I'm ready. I think this one, just because of this difference in the contrast of colors, we'll do the third coat just to make sure I've got it where I want it. And again, you can use as many colors in an ombre as you want to get the fade. You can do like a whole rainbow of colors. You can do similar colors. You can do opposite colors. It really just depends on what you're looking for the ombre look. I'm doing it up and down on the nail. So from the base to the tip. You could also do your ombre from left to right, from corner to corner. You could start in the middle and fade out as a kind of starburst effect. It really just depends on, again, how you want that ombre to look. So I'm going to pop my another coat of Lovey-Dovey on here. Apologize, it's just taking a minute here. I think it might actually need just a little bit more Lovey-Dovey still. I tend to find that with the lighter colors, it does take just a little bit more to get the coverage that you're looking for as you're doing it. So I'm going to put a little bit extra here, just so that I know that I've got enough. Alright, grab my brush again, and just start at that base. Give it a good coat. Lovey-dovey, and then we'll fade in some more of that hot lips on the tip. If you wanted to, you could even do this with like a glitter, so that you're fading an ombre of glitter up through the nail, which is kind of cool too. So it's kind of just a partial effect. And I'm just going to blend in this middle part here. Get it to fade a little bit more where I want it. Hope you can see that. And you can see I have the two colors on my brush as well. And I kind of use the side, like if I need more lovey-dovey, then I'll use that side of my brush to do the fade. And then if I feel I need a little bit more of the hot lips, then I'll use this side of the brush to kind of blend that hot lips in. As I said, I'm trying to just get rid of those streaky lines so that they aren't as bold on the difference of colors. I wanted to just kind of fade into each other. I don't want to see a line where they fade. So as you can see here, I apologize that it's moving a little bit. All right, there. So we have it faded, and I'm going to cure that coat. And then I like to put a coat of Clearly Frisky or a top coat over the whole nail. It just kind of levels it all out, makes those lines appear even more seamless than they already are. This one I'm going to use a sparkling Moscato glitter just as my blending. I do like the looks of the way this one looks. So it's just going to take a couple minutes or a couple seconds left here, and I'll show you what I mean. All right, so now you've got your fade here. I know it's really hard to see. I tried to zoom it more on the nail, but it doesn't show as well as I would have liked. So we've got the fade, and then if I just pop over this glitter top coat, because you all know how much I like just a little bit of extra on my manis. Not always glitter, but just that extra touch. And Sparkling Moscato is a nice one. It just adds a nice little shimmer to that, if you can see. So I'm going to pop that into the lamp, get it curing. And then once it's done, I will show you the final look, just so you can see. I'll also post a separate picture where you can see what it looks like with a high quality photo as well. This is a fun one to try different colors. If you recall, I had the tie-dye and ombre mixed nails when I did my Sublime and Knockout and Crazy for Blue. It was my camping theme one that matched my camping blanket. So I had a lot of fun with that one. I topped it with Captivate just because I wanted a little bit chunkier glitter on that look. All right, so here we have the final nail stick. I hope you can see how that looks. So it's a beautiful fade, like there's no distinct lines in there to show where it went from the lovey-dovey down on this end to the hot lips on this end. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and like I said, I will post the photo as well so you can see a high quality one. Thank you!